Well, hello there. Money, money, money. I don't even know why I went the whole ABBA route, right? Right? Now, today's episode is really about understanding your psychological barriers where it comes to borrowing money or spending money. There's a lot of business owners, unfortunately, that they become the roadblock in the business. They become the bottleneck. And the reason being is, in some way, shape or form, they've been programmed around money. Whether money's the root of all evil or money's amazing. One or the other. Now, we all know in business, you need money, right? You need capital. You need to be able to market. You need to be able to buy stock, pay wages, pay yourself, all of those type of things that come from that. So if you've got a barrier where it comes to borrowing money or spending money, straight away, you're going to be on the defensive. Now, a lot of business owners, unfortunately, get into situations where they've launched the business and guess what? They're actually well underfunded. So the pressure on the business itself to grow, to do what you need to do just becomes really, really difficult, right? Other people, unfortunately, where it comes to money, they just haven't been too good where it comes to money management. So they're really worried about spending money. Now, I want you to ask this question to yourself. Where are these thought processes coming from? Is it somebody in your past that said, hey, don't be a smart ass with money? Is somebody maybe like a parent or, a sibling or a uncle, auntie, school teacher, whatever it may be, somewhere a boss, somebody that said, hey, don't ever get in debt, don't ever owe money to somebody, don't be stupid. Or is it somebody that says, hey, you're nothing if you have to borrow money, you're not a man or a woman or any of these type of things that come from that, right? Usually we're pre-programmed where it comes to this. So I want you to think about it and then ask the question, is this true for today? Now, let's think about it. If a parent has said that to you, they probably grew up in the 50s or the 60s, give or take, or, 70s, depending on, your vintage, right? And more than likely, back then it was a hell of a lot easier, right? You could buy a house for, I remember in 1980, my parents bought a house for $89,000 at, Brightly Sands. Today, that house is $1.5 million, right? Probably nudging the two. So things have changed, right? So, and you've got to understand with this, are you keeping on to old programming that's kind of affecting you in a particular way where you're not kind of thinking about what you need for your business? And if it is, maybe start to think about it and change the word around. Let's think about this. Debt versus an investment, I've got two different kind of feelings with them. I've got two different kind of psychological connotations. So I always think about it that says, if I'm going to borrow money, right, what I'm going to do is actually use that as an investment to then build a business. Now, I can understand some people have been, wrongly done by, taken by, lost money in a deal that wasn't them and all that stuff. Sooner or later, you've got to get back on a horse. So be confident. Now, if you then need some help, talk to your accountant, talk to a financial advisor, talk to somebody like us that's coaches that can give you guidance on getting the right numbers, making sure you're good to go, making sure you manage the money and then grow up from there. All right? Sound good? All right. Well, remember, money is just a means to an end. Money is just a vehicle so you can get doing whatever you got to do. So shift it from debt to investment. I bet you it's going to be a bit easier for you. Sound good? I'm Nick. If you need some help with that, you know how to reach us. Remember, the only way is up.